I guess we're live.
There we are.
Okay, see if anybody gets in here. I'll have to open it up on the computer.
Okay. Um, Trying to get everything set up. Get a few people in here and try to get a link up.
Says we got one viewer. I don't know who it is yet.
I don't know. Oh, they left.
Now we have no viewers.
Oh, we were all alone. Let's see how many people we can get in here and get this started. Get a link up. Working on it. We're still working on it. Hold on.
Do you have anybody in yet? One person?
Three
people.
Yeah. There's somebody out there.
Now.
There's somebody out there. We're still getting kind of set up just a little bit. Give us just a second. Mark's trying to get the link up and get everything set up on his computer. There we are. I see us.
I don't get it because it's up on the screen.
Yeah. I haven't seen any messages yet, but there we are. There's Candace. Hello. Trying to get everybody in here and get this thing going. Mark's pulling everything up on the computer, and we're getting there. I get my list and my glasses. I think we're here, maybe. Just go ahead and start this off by asking everybody if they had a really nice Thanksgiving. We had a really nice Thanksgiving. We had a whole lot of fun. We had Mark's parents over, and we got to talk to the kids and on the phone and in video chat.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yep. See if we can get a few more people in here and get everybody talking.
Big Wave, Florida.
Big Wave.
So they had a good Thanksgiving down in Florida.
That's good. Probably good, nice, warm weather for Thanksgiving, I would imagine. Yeah.
You cooked the turkey by just putting it out in the car?
Probably. I don't know what the temps were down there, but we've had a couple of pretty good days. I think it hit 63 today, and the cats are playing in the dining room in the blinds.
The blinds?
Sorry.
You see, Shannon's here from North Texas. Asked if we had a good Thanksgiving. We did.
We had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
We did. We had my parents come over. We're Tina keeps us in check with the cooties, and
yeah.
That creates a safe environment. My parents are a little bit older, and they, it creates a place where they can come and know that they'll be safe. So we had a great Thanksgiving. We had the folks over, and we had the kids on the phone and in video chat. That was a lot of fun. Got to see the baby again. But
see, Sharon said hello from rainy North Texas. 80-degree day and 68 degrees at night. Wow. It's warmer at night there than it is during the day here right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe today was 63.
Armored Anvil is here. Candace asked if your chickens ate all their sweet potatoes.
Yes, they did. They annihilated them. It didn't take them very long. They really enjoyed those.
Yeah, it was kind of a mobbing. If you saw the video, we put in a clip where they came out of the house, and man, that was just a mobbing. It's odd to see them all out at once. Usually, part of them are in the house and part are out in the yard. But
yeah. When they come out for breakfast in the morning, it is a stampede. And yes, they ate every single sweet potato.
Mm-hmm. Chuck says hello from, he's from Houston, Texas.
From Houston. Oh, I'll bet it's warm down there, too.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys have been doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least holding their own. Let's see. Armored says his Wi-Fi is down and he's using data, so he can't watch at the moment. I
Oh,
absolutely understand. We had to check and make sure we had data and everything for ours, but
yeah.
we were lucky we picked up the Wi-Fi. Last time we ran on Wi-Fi, we had a little bit of glitching, but not too bad. So we've shut a bunch of stuff down. Should be a little bit smoother. Should be a little bit smoother live stream this time. But we'll see how it goes.
Chuck says it's cold and rainy.
Oh,
Ooh. We had rain a few days, but
Tinker says hello.
hello.
It's nice to see everybody. I hope everybody had a safe Thanksgiving. We had a
Yes.
good time, and hope you guys did too, amid the cooties. But
Cold and rainy in Portland, Oregon today too.
oh,
Actually, Tuesday will be Monday night
Monday
into
night
Tuesday
into
morning.
Tuesday.
They're calling for snow here. Um,
Thank you for
quite-
coming, Amble.
yes, thank you. A little bit more snow in the upper elevations and stuff. We're kind of in a little bit of a river delta valley kind of thing right here in between the rolling hills.
Oh.
But
Yep, we're in the valley between the foothills.
yeah, so hello, Sue.
Oh, yeah,
But-
Sue's here.
I think they were calling for us to get an inch of snow or something, and quite a bit more up.
Which
in
is a
the-
major
in the
shutdown
mountains.
in Tennessee.
It sure can be.
Oh.
Well, the first year we were here, we got 9 inches, like suddenly in one day.
And that sent the entire state into a panic. So.
Mhm.
Have you ever fixed a toilet that does water
Water.
hammer thing when it's flush? Mine sounds like a Harley.
Wow.
Is it? It might be the. Is it trying to pull down its own stopper as the water goes down? Sometimes if the stopper doesn't open all the way up, it'll bump, 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 bump.
I
trying to-
have no idea. That's definitely a question for you.
Well, that would be a lot of fun though if your toilet sounded like a Harley. Though. I'd say just buy some leather clothing and just go with it. Just see how it works out for you.
Oh,
Might be a lot of fun. You could accessorize with the Harley stuff, all kinds of patches and stuff you could put in the bathroom. Just decorate the whole bathroom. Go for it. No, I don't.
That
I
would
don't
be
really
fun,
know
though.
unless the flapper's not closing completely. Maybe it's just sucking on its own flapper, making that sound, or I don't know,
yeah, I'm not sure.
getting some kind of Venturi thing going on.
Hello from Upper Michigan, and I didn't catch her name. Vicky. Hello, Vicky.
Vicky is chilling out.
29 degrees.
Yeah, chilling out at
Wow.
29 degrees. That's
Wow.
awful cool.
See, Big Wave. I have to read his screening for a second. Big Wave, Florida. I will take snow over ice in East Tennessee. When I lived in Knoxville, the black ice was terrible. Yes, it can be.
Well,
Absolutely.
Florida has its own black ice, so too. I lived down there in Orlando for a while, and actually laid a friend of mine's bike down on
Oh.
but it's completely different down there. The roads are more traveled, and there's a lot of cars that drip oil and stuff as they go down the road. And at the very beginning, in the first 5 or 10 minutes of a drizzle, before that oil can rinse off to the side of the road, it becomes an oil slick right on the surface. It's especially dangerous for bikes. But
Yeah, I would imagine.
yeah, back in I hate to tell how old I am, but I laid a full size Goldwing over on its side on Florida's black ice. So
Wow. See. RY 35 in New Hampshire. Wow. Yeah, that's getting there. Chilly. Hello from Wisconsin.
RY asked if we make cheese. We make a very simple kind of cheese. Sometimes we don't always do it, but we make a simple farmer's cheese. Sometimes we've got the citric acid and stuff to separate the whey and the curd. But we could put up a video on that, or you can Google it. A lot of places call it 30-minute cheese or farmer cheese.
It's an awful lot like mozzarella.
Yeah, it's just a real mellow, soft form of mozzarella.
It's really, really good.
Let's see.
I have no idea. It has done some hammering only mildly. Now it's awful.
Oh, that might be a loose pipe in the wall or something. Just
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, that's a yeah. But like I say, if you can't fix it, I'd just roll with it. But,
He
I-
would too. He would.
I have no idea really. That's Tina can tell you my on the top of my list of things I hate.
Plumbing.
Plumbing would be on top.
Absolutely.
Electrical work would fall right below that. And
See, Suburban Hillbilly. Hey, y'all. Hello. Nice to see you. And Sue says, smash that like button. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, I have a tendency to address problems like that with a sledgehammer, and then just start over once I get everything broke.
Garlic Gang assemble.
Yep, there's
Yes,
Sean.
there he is.
Yep, the garlic's out there doing well.
Yes, it is doing very well.
We
Love seeing it come up those nice, pretty green. Yeah, up through the straw. Mm-hmm.
We've got some surprises coming up in the videos this week too. Where garlic won't be the last thing we planted this year.
No, it won't be.
You'll have to wait and find out what it is. But the garlic, there may be zombies out there in our garden.
Yeah, they're. Mm-hmm.
Part of the garden may have come back to life. So just hang around. We'll have a video on that coming up. I think that'd probably be Monday's video. But we'll see how it goes.
Tinker's wife says she'll be right back.
Hillary says she missed us last week.
Garlic Gang ready and
that's
present.
fine. We know everybody can't make it all the time, but we
No.
appreciate everybody coming. That's
glad to see anybody anytime.
If everybody showed up here at once, all 34,000 of you, we wouldn't know what to do.
You wouldn't be able to read the screen. That would be fun, but
Tinker says she'll be right back. Let's see. How did the garage shop, craft shop finish up? Chuck, I am not done with it. Guys,
it's a long work in progress.
Yeah. Well, the truth of it is I had to I refinanced my truck to build the shop, and eventually, if you're just playing around doing all the things you want to do, you're going to run out of money. So, guys, the budget for the shop is just running a little lean, and need to get out there and get working on it, but got to stay within the numbers too. It's one thing, a lot of people they fight with their budgets and stuff, and we have to stay within our budget too. We're not no exception. We have we have a tractor, and we have a workshop, and we have some things, but that's all done within our budget. And the only way to stick to it is to sometimes deny ourselves a little bit of what we want to do. So just kind of watching the pennies. We are hopeful, possibly looking into probably getting a boat this spring also. So just a lot of things on the table, and the shop is just a little bit delayed.
Finally going to lose my pepper plants Monday night. Must be talking about some cold temps.
Yeah, they're here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Suburban's right here in Tennessee.
Oh, cool.
So,
cool. Planted garlic for the first time this fall. I hope it grows. It's so easy to grow. It will. Just have patience. It absolutely will. And hello to Susan.
Mm-hmm. Hillary asks, what's the latest in the garlic gang, Lynn? The latest is we're starting to debate whether maybe we should have planted a little more garlic. But one bed of garlic, there's still hundreds of heads of garlic in there, but it's not what we're used to.
It's plenty enough. Usually, like the big bunch of garlic salt that we did will last us almost 2 years. So basically, we were planting this year to have enough bulbs and cloves to plant a 4-bed set again for next fall.
Suburban said she's in Georgia. She used to be here in Tennessee.
Oh.
Hope all is fine from Beverly.
At least the shop is dried in. Absolutely. Mrs. Dutch. Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Good to see the Dutch crew in here.
Yes.
They had a fun Thanksgiving. They had the uncles in from out of town. If you guys haven't seen the Keeping It Dutch Thanksgiving stuff, they had a great time, and some good looking food too. Mm-hmm. But we're not sure if Abe survived the experience yet or not. So if you guys follow the channel, you might want to head over there and see what they did for Thanksgiving. But it looked like the girls had a good time. They had some company in from out of town, and y'all go check them out.
And we still have a refrigerator full of leftovers because I couldn't talk Mom and Dad into taking a whole carload of food home with them. But
Vicky says, buy a few sheets of drywall at a time. That's what I do, and I've got the walls done. They're not drywall though; they're actually plywood, and then we use drywall mud on the plywood. So we'll get them cleaned up though, and what we're going to do, we're going to leave it kind of to that stage until we get the workbenches and stuff built, and then whatever's left over, we'll paint it up pretty. But for right now, it's in the rough. We got the electric in the walls. The walls are closed up, and that's where, and a plain coat of white paint on it. So that way we can go with any color we want down the road. But no sense painting all the walls if we're going to cover half of them up with cupboards and toolboxes
and benches, and yeah, all of that stuff's gonna be coming next. You can never have too much garlic. Yeah, I agree on that. Yes, absolutely.
How are the chickens?
Fat and sassy.
It's always difficult to talk Tina into talking about her chickens.
Oh, I know. It's just terrible. I love my chickens. Yep. But yeah, the ducks are winter again, and the chickens are fat and sassy. Absolutely happy.
Let's see. Do you have a roadside vegetable stand? No, we
don't.
No,
but actually we talked about doing that.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had some friends that were thinking about the same kind of idea, and we talked about it. But I'll tell you what, though, our kind of the way we are. One thing we've talked about even longer than that is the fact that if this economy gets worse, or if this job situation gets any worse,
yeah,
guys, we're just going to grow food and give it away at the road, and I don't care what they say about it. You know, yeah. They have some tricky things about selling food and having this and that. Guys, I will bag it up and hand it to passing by cars if I have to. But
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just we've reached about our limit with what we're going to tolerate out of this economy and stuff like that, and we have the means to do it, and I don't mind. That's just my style. I'll stand up at the road and hand out bags of food. So.
Yep. And Chuck said it's time for his dinner. God bless and stay safe. You have a lovely week, and have a perfect, wonderful supper.
Oh. Hancock, Hawkins, Knox County. Let's see, we're in Greene County. My parents are over in Hawkins County.
Why was Mrs. Dutch definitely be stopping in at your vegetable stand? I don't know why that was.
Probably for the pictures. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't. Brandy, I don't know why your comment got pushed to the side, but we've got it corrected. So we've got a lot of things on here to screen out for.
Yeah, I forgot about
politics
that.
And stuff like that. If there's, but I have no idea there wasn't anything in her comment. No rhyme or reason to it.
That's why it caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
See, Vicky says my lower back stops me from my garden last summer, but I'll try again this summer coming. Take care of you first. Mm-hmm. If you don't take care of you, then you can't take care of anything else.
Jared asked if we've ever grown the tall, stringy green stuff.
No.
No. But no, let's see. Vicky, my lower back stopped me from the garden last summer, but I'll try again this summer. Sounds like a plan, Vicky. That's if you can get out there even on a limited basis, don't push it. I've got back trouble too, and we can only do what we can do.
Me too. Recently.
Yeah, but for sure, don't go out there and over push it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, Vicky said they wanted to do surgery on her back.
Oh, I would be kind of scared about having surgery right now.
Hawkeye's here from Wickenburg.
From Wickenburg. Hello, hello.
Let's see. Yeah, Mrs. Dutch said they'd come to our vegetable stand.
That would be so much fun. There's Jenny. Hi there, Tina and Mark. I just harvested some of my bell peppers. I love picking bell peppers.
Oh.
Got fantastic.
Adam wants to know if your apple pie lasted very long.
Do you want me to tell him the truth?
It didn't make it to the next morning.
Okay. So I made the one on video, and actually I put it in a glass pie plate, and then I realized that I can't freeze that. So it was terrible. It was absolutely horrible. We had to go ahead and eat that one. But I did make a second one for Thanksgiving supper, and actually that one I made with Granny Smith apples. So yeah, that was a hit too, and no, they don't last very long. Not at all.
I do think if you're interested in trying that recipe with Granny Smith's, if you do it all Granny Smith, it's awful tart. Now, if you like that, that's cool, and the sweet of the crumble will help offset it. But we were actually talking a little bit about possibly mixing both Granny Smith and regular apples and kind of come up somewhere in the middle. I think that would be probably its prime taste right in there.
Yeah, but no, they do not last long at all.
Hello from Michigan, Mary says.
Yeah.
Hillary asked, "Do you have any dogs?" We have
one dog.
We have a dog that's more wolf than dog. So we have a Eastern Timber Wolf hybrid. He's a 87.5% Eastern Timber Wolf. So he's also a guardian dog. So we don't show him a lot on the camera, and we don't pass out his name or for sure what language he's trained in or his commands. He is strictly a guardian dog. He stays out there right next to the ducks and babysits them. And
Yep.
he's a great dog, and he's huge and he's beautiful. But we kind of go out of our way to avoid him on camera just for personal protective reasons.
And let's see, Bo said hello, and Flavors and Textures said hello, everybody.
Adam said your pie looked good.
John Britt, hello from Knoxville. Hello.
No. Vicky, deer apples are a great way to get your hands on some small apples, and those small apples are usually really dense and great for pies. There's absolutely nothing wrong with buying the bulk apples that they use for deer.
Mm-hmm. See, Mary's Ranch said hello from Michigan. Let's see, any more?
Cheryl's here. Cheryl's here.
There's Cheryl. Cheryl is here. Let's see. Mrs. Dutch, Hayden made us a peach cobbler.
Wow, it sounds fantastic.
That's
Hayden,
warm, especially warm.
Hayden is growing so fast.
Yes, she is.
All the girls are, but Hayden is growing so fast. We love watching her. This is Dutch's daughter we're talking about, and she participates in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and she is my favorite mini ninja. She is a worker. She gets on the mat with those kids, and she goes at it with boys and girls, and they're all just basically the same age or same size, and she does what our wrestling coach used to just harass us over and over about, which is just keep working until you find an opening, and that is Hayden 100%. She is tangled with people. That last video we saw that she wrestled was tangled up with a girl that obviously had some skills. But man, she just kept at it until she found an open window, and all of a sudden, that other little gal found herself in an arm bar, begging that somebody didn't break her elbow. So
yeah. See, Jenny was asking if I got any seeds from my loofahs. I have not taken the seeds out of them yet. Let's see. Hillary said we were so impressed with your weeding of the sweet potatoes. Look tiring.
Taking your vines off.
It can be. Yes, it can be.
We got lucky.
It's one of those. You have to do it, and I don't know. It can be cumbersome, but
you had help last time when we harvested the main sweet potato crop, but that seemed to cause some.
We had Miss Nina and Josh.
Yeah, that seemed to cause some confusion in the comments for people that don't regularly follow the channel. But that was not our main sweet potato crop. If you're in here and you're new, that was an experiment, a late season planting, and we really didn't expect anything out of it. So the fact that we got a few that we can eat and a bunch that we could share with the chickens is just a small blessing. It tells us, we had plenty of room to get those in maybe a month earlier, and they would have been fantastic. So
yeah, but still, even getting them in late, we did get human eating size ones, and the chickens absolutely annihilated theirs. And yeah, and Kevin's here. There's Kevin.
Yeah. Sean wants to know your best joke. I was in the military and ran a construction company. I cannot tell these jokes online. There's no. My best jokes are can't be told. So.
And usually the ones that I find are like little kids.
Little kids jokes.
Yeah. Susan Baker said, "Hi, Mark, Miss Tina, and everyone. Hello. See, and
Susan's here from Brantford, Ontario.
Ooh,
Canada.
Wow, awesome. That is so cool. Had snow and gardening's done until next May. Spending our time getting ready for Christmas. It is that time of year."
And Susan said she had a Malamute hybrid that it was suggested
Oh.
to them that they train it in another language. That is a great idea. And don't. The one thing is it's always tempting to say, oh well, our dog's name is this, or oh look how cool it is that we trained him in this language. It's
Yeah.
the best thing is just to never talk about it, or if you do, not in any more depth than you've heard us mention it.
Kevin says no clean ones. Jokes. No clean jokes.
No. Jared asked what kind of construction. We did decking, but one of our decking and landscaping. One of our first jobs was um, I don't know if you remember back in the 80s and 90s, the glass solarium rooms were really popular. So one of our first steady jobs, we built the floors for they called them solarium rooms, but we built the floors for solarium rooms, which were basically a deck with luan over the top, just a thin coat of plywood. So, and then they would come in and set the rooms on top of them. But I would credit that with getting us going. But after a while, we just took off, ran decking and landscaping, and did some fancy wood fencing, things like that.
Let's see. Grew up around soldiers. I can't tell the ones I have heard. Yeah, I bet.
Let's see. Hayden says thank you.
Aww.
Oh, Hayden's watching. Hi, Hayden.
Hello. Hi, honey.
We love watching you.
Do you play any musical instruments?
I do. Well, I did. I played trombone in high school.
I played the violin for a couple of years.
Not ashamed of it. I was a big fan of jazz, so I didn't mind playing the trombone. I don't know if we play anything else.
No, my hands are too small to play the piano. I tried.
No.
But no.
Let's see. Did y'all plant garlic yet? Yes.
Yes, yes.
We have a video on that. I think we have a video on everything. But,
Worked 20 years in the commercial construction, sheet metal, rough jokes.
yeah, I would imagine. Kevin's probably heard a few too.
Kitty says, hi guys from extreme southeast Tennessee. Hello, hello.
Oh. Show says her dog's a toe licker.
A toe licker.
Oh. They always come in handy if somebody's ankle needs bit.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Let's see. Hardy says, good to see you guys are up and recovered from your food coma. Well, I'll tell you what, I was actually having a conversation with somebody, an instant message, and I told him, I said, well, I gotta run for a few minutes. We're gonna eat dinner, and then I'll get back to you. Well, one large meal, one long nap,
And then pie.
and then pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of fell out.
Is there a difference between a violin and a fiddle? Yes, there is. It's how you hold your bow. Absolutely.
Yep, there's a couple others too. A lot of times a fiddle won't have a chin rest on it.
Yep.
I had two sisters that played violin.
Played the trombone in middle school, was second and third chair most of the year.
Oh.
Oh, and Kevin said he had flurries last night. We're going to get them Monday night, Tuesday
Monday night
morning.
into Tuesday.
Yep, absolutely. Not sure I'm ready for snow, but, it will be the 1st of December, so.
Okay, here's
Yeah.
here's a thinker from Sean. If you could invite 3 famous people to a dinner party, alive or dead, who would they be?
Steven Tyler,
Yep. Steven Tyler,
Dolly Parton,
Dolly Parton.
and Albert Einstein. Oh, God, Stephen Hawking.
I would invite Socrates, Plato, and let's see.
Yeah, we need
I don't know.
more
I'd just
than
like to
3
hear
people.
those two argue.
Yeah, we need more than 3 people, because, yeah. I would really love to sit down and talk with Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Michio Kaku.
Yep.
Yeah, him too. He's like my favorite.
Yep. We've actually emailed back and forth. Mitchell.
Yes, actually, we have actually talked to him. Yes.
And I don't know if I'm also pen pals with what's his name up in Alaska.
Andy Bassett.
Yeah, Andy Bassett. If you guys have seen the show, what's that? Life Below Zero.
Yes.
I think it is. Andy Bassett's up there. He's got his snow dogs and stuff. But he is also an avid gardener and has built a greenhouse. And him and I have talked back and forth several times. So it's a kind of interesting getting to know people like that. Possible snow Monday in Middle Tennessee. That's
Yes.
probably the same snow we're expecting. Do you like Descartes? Are we in a simulation? I sure hope not. Because
Yeah,
whoever
there's-
designed this just screwed up 2020 really bad.
Yeah, remember when we used to play The Sims and you could get the monsters or you could get Godzilla to walk on your city or
The,
like big tornadoes and stuff? That kind of feels like what 2020 is like, so that really wouldn't surprise me.
oh, there's Dutch. We got Dutch in here.
Hi, Dutch! In the 20s there tomorrow. Ooh, that's chilly.
Yeah, you're going to be chilled out.
Yeah, in fact, probably next week I'm going to start breaking out my big pink snowsuit to go out, feed the chickens in the morning and put them in bed at night.
Oh. Dutch, we got to ask the pressing question. Did Abe survive Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we got to know.
We got to know, did Abe make it?
Keep an eye on snow track. Ours fell further south, didn't get as much.
Oh.
I think here they're going to get a little bit more up in the mountains than we will down here in the foothills.
Yeah, I wish we could just deny snow. Like, no thanks, we don't want any.
Heat. Y'all are getting snow. We aren't accepting any here. You don't live very far from us.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're less than a couple miles from here.
Put Mark in the pink suit.
I can't wear the pink suit. She does have a. We should get pictures of that. You in your pink suit.
Yeah.
She has a pink insulated suspenders and a pink jacket to go with it, and pink boots. You still have your pink boots? Or did you give them up for your camo ones?
Well, I've been wearing the camo one. I still do have the pink boots, but they leak in the back because I kill boots. Absolutely kill boots.
Oh, it sounds like Abe has a full pardon for life.
Oh.
He got the. Well, I guess that should be the presidential pardon. At least we didn't chuck him out of a helicopter. That was a terrible.
Hunt for Heat says they are forwarding us their snow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jenny says we are still in the 70s here in Peoria, Arizona. Wow. Okay, Hayden and kiddos, I have a joke for you since everybody wants a joke. Which is your least favorite doll? Mine is the Russian stacking doll, and the reason they're full of themselves.
Oh. Oh.
That's funny.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get to keep Abe around.
Oh. Oh, Christmas. We gotta talk about Christmas. You never guess what's happening here for Christmas.
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. Shauna's coming down with the new baby and Adeline. We're gonna have a full house.
Yep.
For Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have the new baby here, so we're sure to get them on camera. I know we wanted to thank everybody. There were a lot of the presents showed up on there when we did their
Absolutely.
baby shower, and she really appreciates it. So, guys, we'll get her on camera, let her tell you a little bit more about that. But
get the baby. Oh, we need to get them on live. They'll be here
they'll
at
be
least
here for a
one
week.
Saturday. So yeah.
I wish we had super cold weather like you guys. We don't have super cold weather. Super cold weather was growing up in northern Ohio.
In Washington State.
Yep. Let's see. What you got on your list? Have we done anything on the list yet?
Let's see. We talked about the sweet potato experiment and Thanksgiving. You should tell them what you're doing with your truck.
What are you doing with the truck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we ventured out yesterday. That was fun.
It was a jungle adventure.
Yeah, we had to stay away from everyone, including the interstate, apparently.
Yeah, there was a big accident on the way to Johnson City on 81, and
yeah,
we took a road we have never been on before. Turned into quite an adventure. But you gotta tell them what you're doing with your.
I was.
And then I got in the way. Sorry.
But guys, we went up to went up to Johnson City, about an hour north of here, and ended up, like she said, we hit some traffic, and we were flying through the country on God's good humor, trying to get where we were going. And but looking at possibly putting a cap on the truck, and they said they could get one in. They finally found one that fit it, and it's gonna be about 5 weeks. I think we'll get it right around the first of the year. But we'll get a cap put on the truck. That'll open up some new things. We can go. We're gonna stealth camp our way out there to visit Dutch, or but we're gonna get the cap put on here about the first of the year. So, but that's yet another bite out of the budget. So,
Yeah. What happens to a frog's car when it breaks down? It gets towed.
it gets towed.
So funny.
Well, what is the coolest place you've been to? Have you ever been to Scotland? I haven't been to Scotland, but I do have an aunt that was from Scotland, and she died here a while back. But she's just a precious lady. She's like a second mother to me. Said grew up with her daughters, and my cousins were still real close. So, but yeah, my aunt Maggie was from Scotland, and great stories to tell. They said when she had trouble even just counting, making the change, switching money when she first came over. So it was quite an adventure. She was quite a woman. She was all of 5 feet tall, and she raised 5 daughters. So
Mm-hmm. That's quite a challenge. Let's see. Spent most of the day actually today mowing and getting my tractors ready to get them put up for the winter, and got the tire changed on the Husqvarna, and let's see, got everybody up and running, and we would get them into my shed for the winter. But it did get a nice deep cut on the grass this morning, so that when the crocuses come up, there won't be so much grass up above them, so it'll be really easy to see them in the spring.
Dutch has put up a super chat for $10.
Pink suit fun for Mark.
He's going to try to get me into a pink suit. Buddy, it's going to take a lot more money than that.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Thank you for the super chat, though. We really appreciate it.
Pink suit fun. Oh, I love it. Maybe need new insides for toilet cheaper than one. Oh.
Yeah, they're still trying to fix the bed.
Oh, okay. I get it. Pink suit fun. Yeah, that's absolutely great.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to take more than $10 to get me in a pink suit. I don't mind pink. I've got pink clothes, but I just don't wear them very often. The pink suit fun?
Yeah. I walked to the grocery yesterday and the sign said no food, no drink, so I went home.
Yeah, they had them. They've had some funny memes running around about all that stuff too. It's really.
Oh.
Let's see. We mowed the yard today. But we couldn't handle the length of grass. I'll tell you when I like to mow is when people say, "Hey, those guys over at Bumblebee Junction finally must have sold the place and the new owners are cleaning it up." But, yeah, that's when you get to that point and you mow and they think some new owner bought the house. That's.
Well, usually we keep it mowed very well, but this last year, you wouldn't believe we had no lawnmowers, no working lawnmowers, except a push mower, for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, the yard got a little shaggy then. All right, we got another $5 from Dutch going towards the pink suit fund. He's trying to stir this up here.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious.
I'm gonna have to buy something pink now. I'll send him something pink.
I don't know if you remember when we did the sweet potatoes, the first bag of sweet potatoes, and we put that video up. We got Josh to drive my pink tractor. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What else you got on your list here?
Fudge.
Fudge.
Actually, I am going shopping on Tuesday, and we're going to start talking about, I think, 7 or 8 fudge recipes. See how we can get that into a video. We might have to go to a second one even. Did you hear about the snail that ran a marathon and came in last? He said he was feeling a bit sluggish.
He was feeling sluggish. Okay, the quality of jokes is.
I love it. I think it's hilarious. That's great. Nothing wrong with pink tractor. I have pink pistol grips. Um, I have I have my pink tractor. I have my pink snowsuit, pink boots. I also have a little pink cricket 22.
Yep, she's got a pink rifle. Dad jokes galore tonight.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we call them groaners.
No, keep it coming. Keep it coming. That's great. I absolutely love it.
I have a friend about my age. He's over in England, and he is the king. I don't know if he's in here watching, but if Dave Kelly, we won't mention any names, but Dave Kelly,
if you're here,
he is the world's king of groaning jokes, just head shakers. Bad
squirrel.
bad
Jenny
puns,
said squirrel.
one-liners.
Was distracted. She put up all those squirrels.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, look, something shiny.
It doesn't take much to distract you.
She put more up.
I kept her distracted long enough. She married me. What you got on your list here?
Let's see. We were talking about doing some more canning. Oh, it came back up.
Oh, Tinker said, to have a good night. She's got to go work on a solution. So, thank you for coming, Tinkers.
Thank you very much. Have a great week. Yeah, we were talking about doing some more canning videos because we have a few things around here need canned up, and they're still talking about shortages and stuff over the next few months. So it never hurts if you can find anything on sale or in bulk. Yeah, now is absolutely the time to be planning anything you can up.
Hunt for Heat's asking best advice for aphids, ladybugs. If you wanna go 100%, if you wanna go 100% natural, ladybugs will eat about their body weight in aphids. Every 4 hours, I think it said. It's really? Amazing. Wow. They really wipe through them. If you don't have that option, then spraying with neem oil will help. But what you want to look for, they make some types of neem oil that have an insecticidal soap in them, which there's nothing really special about that. If you can't find it, just you can use regular neem oil and just put a couple of drops of dish soap in it. But it acts as what they call a suffocant. It helps it stick to the bodies of them when you spray them, and then it'll suffocate and kill them. But neem oil with the insecticidal soap. I wouldn't just go straight neem oil. That's got some mixed results, but anytime you combine it with soap, then it's really effective.
Kevin said, my dad told his first dirty joke, a boy fell in a mud puddle. His second joke, he fell in again.
What do you call a bee that keeps up its mind? Maybe. I don't know.
Probably that can't make up its mind.
Can't make up its mind.
A maybe.
A maybe.
Let's see, Cheryl's canning pumpkin tomorrow.
Oh.
And
we're going to be canning sweet potatoes here soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely. They are all cured. Well, the first set is all cured. The other ones need one more week.
Jenny says she has a praying mantis watching over a cornstalk.
Oh, I love praying mantises.
Yeah, we have tons of them here.
I like to, whenever we see them, I have to pick them up and play with them. Absolutely.
What's the Easter Bunny's favorite place to eat? IHOP.
Ah! That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, it's also one of our favorite places to eat.
Mm-hmm. Actually, there's one about 6 miles up the road from us.
Let's see. All winter in the house. What you got on your list here, baby?
Let's see.
Some in our monarch habitats. Yeah, those are. We whenever we run across, somebody had mentioned the monarchs having a monarch habitat. Whenever we run across the milkweed here on the, we will go out of our way to mow around it and leave it there somehow.
I still have a jar of seeds up on the cabinet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we do a lot to support the local native bee population. That's how we got our name. But we also try to support the monarchs and stuff too when we can. And I know that milkweed is one of the few things that they'll lay their eggs on and get their young started on. So we try to leave those whenever we get a chance.
See, Hawkeye says he just purchased 55 bags of black cow. Hope it lasts this time. They're using less sand in the mix. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, I caught a after we made the original super soil video, and I tried to tell everybody that there was a lot of sand in the mix. We had untold numbers. Now that video's been seen by about 300,000 people, but we had a lot of comments back that it wasn't sand. There wasn't sand in it. The guys, there was, and we knew it. One thing we've done is taken black cow. You can put it in a glass jar and shake it up with water, and then leave it sit and let it stratify, and it'll show you all the different things in it, the silts and clays, and the organic matter will be on top, but on the very bottom is just always sand. It's always has sand in it. I see. I think it was Hawkeye who had told us that it came directly from the owner of the company. They were going to be putting less sand in it, and the bags were going to be more lightweight. So at least I feel somewhat justified, because I've had to answer to everybody that had heard something and just wanted to type a comment without actually researching it. But
Yeah. Let's see, Countryside Acres Homestead says hello from Ontario, Canada. Hello, hello. And I saw a canning jar. Jenny. Yeah, whenever I see canning jars or canning lids, I grab them whenever I can, especially right now. There's really bad shortages on.
Sue was telling Vicky that air in your water pipes can sound like your water pipes are tearing the house apart. And it can. Air in your, like I said before, plumbing is one of my most hated things, but I can tell you that the air in a water line when you're working around a house is terribly dangerous, and it can really what happens is you can't compress water. If you have a 1-inch cube of water, no matter how much pressure you put on it, it'll still be a 1-inch cube of water. And but it's like the bottom of the ocean. The water's still water, even though it's under that much pressure clear at the bottom. But air will compress, and water pressure can compress air to a point where it blows through seals, it blows through faucets. Anytime that your house is ever drained and you've gotten air in your lines, go and open all of your faucets before that water comes back on. But yeah, you can compress air, but you can't compress water.
Let's see, Bo asked if we have a rural King store in our area. Yes, we do.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
It's about an hour from here, but it's not bad. It's close.
If a kid refuses sleep at nap time, are they guilty of resisting arrest?
Possibly.
Yeah, that's great. And there's Shauna.
Oh.
I see Shauna.
Did I miss the dad jokes? No, we've let everybody else tell the dad jokes tonight.
Yeah, and they're telling some really good ones. It's great. Can you put black cow on top of soil where there are plants already without hurting them?
Yes.
Yes.
Anytime you add stuff around a plant, though, the one thing, just be cautious that you don't bury too much of the stalk. Some plants, like a tomato plant, they can send out new roots if you bury the stalk, but some can't. They have a point where they switch over to roots from the stalk of the plant, and if you bury that, the plants will rot off. So you can put it around the plant. I wouldn't advise piling it up on the plant unless it's something like a tomato that can root into it.
Countryside Acres. We have been short of jars all summer, but most stores in our area are stocked up again now. Another good place to look to, if you're on Facebook or maybe have Craigslist or something, Facebook Marketplace. On occasion, there are people that have estate sales and stuff like garage sales and stuff online. And we got 18 dozen jars not 6 months ago from. Yeah.
Let's see. Ralph asked what kind of ducks you got.
What kind of ducks? I have rowan ducks. The big fat ones that they waddle. They do not fly. They waddle. And with the other, your spoiled ducks. Yes.
Adam says he was addicted to the hokey pokey, but he turned himself around. Okay,
I love
the dad jokes keep coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. That's great. It's absolutely great.
Yeah, Humphrey said they've been scarce, so they got a chest freezer. We have 2 full-size upright freezers. A lot of people ask
Mm-hmm.
what it takes. You know, they've asked about our pantry and asked about what it takes to store what we do. But we have 2 down in the basement, 2 full upright size freezers, and they are full, and the freezer on our refrigerator's full. So
Mm-hmm. And Jenny said, don't forget to check all your thrift stores. They have canning jars. That is an absolutely fantastic idea. Yes.
Hawkeye's asking the name of your cherry tomato. They're called Chubb's tomatoes. Actually, the actual variety was called Chubbiness with 2 B's.
Yeah, and
But
I call them chubs.
we haven't seen that variety around in a good while. But if you're looking to do something like the Chubb's experiment, all you really need to do is find an heirloom type of indeterminate cherry tomatoes. But it should be an indeterminate, so it will keep growing, producing throughout the year. That's why Chubb's gets as big as it does. It should be an heirloom variety so that you get the same tomatoes and you can expect the results year after year. Um, but yeah, any type, you just want to make sure it's an heirloom variety and that it's indeterminate. But they should do basically the same thing Chubb's does. Then what you do if you want to encourage it, Chubb's for a few years, we only selected the largest tomatoes to keep seeds out of, and we cleaned the bed. But now they just it seems to make those now. It seems to be bred into it, so now they just go on their own. But
Mm-hmm.
you can be a little selective when you can be a little selective when you keep your seeds though too.
Countryside Acres. We were short on lumber. Now that we're done framing our house, there's lots. That's usually how it works.
Are lumber prices coming
Unfortunately.
back down now? I didn't know if they were.
I
I sure
I
hope
don't
they
know.
are because we've held off on some building projects we'd like to do.
I know they were going up.
Hey, I've got an idea for a video series this spring. I was talking about it with my dad. Maybe get some of your guys' feedback on it. But what I was thinking about doing was taking a 8 foot long 2x6s and just making an 8x8 square and kind of creating what would be like a square foot garden for seniors and something that you could get the
Oh.
maximum amount of food out of. My dad's a little older, and he said, he was suggesting some of our viewers, a lot of our viewers start at 45 on up, and thought maybe we'd do a little series, see what we could pull off in 64 square feet. I watch a lot of allotment gardeners over in England and stuff, and small space gardening.
They're so good at it.
But maybe we can pass along some tricks, or if you've got limited on space or limited on resources, we'll see what we can do with 64 square feet. But if that sounds like something that interests you, let us know in the chat. But I think that'd be a lot of fun to try to pull off.
Okay. Adam said, "Whoever invented knock knock jokes deserves a Nobel Prize."
We have no bell.
Oh, this is great. I absolutely love it. Keep it coming.
Now there's rumors of an insulation and a drywall shortage.
Oh, really? Wow. All right. Yeah, they're talking about an awful
Yes, we originally got the Chubb seeds from Johnny's, and if you go there on their website, you can select. Once you click on the tomatoes, you can select for just the heirloom varieties, and you can also select just for the indeterminates of those. So it should take you right to a cherry tomato that you can use for that.
Mama Tomato got mad at Baby Tomato for lagging behind, so Mama Tomato smashed him and said, "Catch up."
Okay.
No, this is great. I love it. Awesome 64-foot space
Sure.
garden. Yeah.
What happened to the shooting video? We haven't done it yet. I'd like to make some though. I'm kind of afraid that they'll demonetize or there'll be questions on the channel. I had a video. I don't know how much to say. One of the things I do is I have tooled my own freedom sticks, and you are allowed to do that by the Constitution. You're allowed to create your own, and they are not registered and do not have serial numbers, but they are perfectly legal. So I don't mind saying it on video or anything. It's perfectly legal to do it. One of our rights, it's still protected, and I'd like to. I had a video on how I did that. I'd reamed out the chamber and stuff for the triggers, and it's really, I don't want to get the video demonetized. But anyway, I had a video on how to do that, and it got demonetized and about got us thrown off of YouTube. So just want to be careful with that until we really look into what's allowed and what's not allowed. I want to be careful about what we do.
2 burglars stole a calendar. I heard they both got 6 months.
Well, Dana said that they have made both your taco roll and the Salisbury steak recipe. Said
Oh.
she liked them both.
That's great. Yeah, the taco roll is absolutely so much fun, and it's a bit less messy. Well, at least on the table, it's a bit less messy. Greetings from Georgia. In the kitchen with Katie. Hope everybody is having a blessed day. Have you ever grown potatoes or sweet potatoes in bales of hay or straw?
No.
No, we have not.
We probably won't. It's not real big on straw bale gardening. So I know there's people that can do it, but when you get that much carbon, straw is mostly carbon, and you've got to add a bunch of nitrogen in there to feed the enzymes to break down the carbon, and then you risk overheating the bale or overheating the plants, and so it's a lot in terms of investing effort into making a bale of straw to where it will grow a plant. But it's not, they don't just do it naturally. But it's some people can pour dirt on them and get away with it, but in the end that bale is going to break down, heat up, and just not something we do. We have a challenge from day one when the temperatures hit to raise enough food to get through the year. So we don't do a lot of experimenting. We're going to try to throw in a few fun projects here and there, but you'll see us grow. Like one thing, we'll stick to our standard carrots that we grow. A lot of people want us to grow specialty carrots or colored carrots, or really, guys, we need the bulk carrots that we've come to grow over the years, and don't really fly too far outside the lines.
Kevin Hayes. On a desert isle, only had a calendar. How did he stay alive? By eating the dates. He could eat the Sundays, too.
Yeah, you could eat Sundays, too.
Yeah, he could eat Sundays, too. That's a great one.
Countryside Acres, it would be an 8x8 raised bed. Probably not raised very much. Probably just do the 5.5 inches on a 2x6. Enough that we could put down some weed barrier and smother out what was under it. But we probably won't get too fancy with the bed. Just more or less just using it to mark off the area and see what we can grow in 8x8.
I lost my job at the calendar factory. All I did was take a day off. We have the best subscribers, I swear. Y'all are just great.
No.
Why do melons have weddings? Because they cantaloupe. That's funny.
Gigi Grando says they've got some half whiskey barrels for the garden tour because saves on bending. I'll tell you what, the older I get, the less fond of bending I get too. So you may see our raised beds come further and further up off the ground as time goes by.
Yep, I'm nutty planners.
Oh,
Yeah, we absolutely have the best subscribers. That is great.
Hunt for Heat said they moved some of their garlic to where they had their hay garden. Well, I don't really have anything against hay. That's, using hay. I just in fact our gardens have untold numbers of round bales of old hay turned into the soil just to help build the soil up when we were first getting those ready to go. But one thing around here there's no shortage of is hay, and all the farmers have along the field they've got a round bale or two out there that they didn't sell, or you'll see it sitting out there. It's usually black on top and about half rotten. But I can tell you, if you can get your hands on those make for some great soil. They It gives the soil a lot of structure as it breaks down, adds a lot of carbon and nitrogen both because they're half and half, about green and half brown. But it's just about perfect. We really enjoyed working that into the garden soil. And your worms love it.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't the green pepper practice archery? He
Right.
didn't have an arrow.
He didn't have an arrow. That poor guy.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh. I was asked for a donation at the local swimming pool. I got a strange look when I gave them a bucket of water.
Like, hang on, we've come up with something here. Here's the hose.
That's great. We have already been on here for an hour. Wow.
We've already been an hour?
It doesn't even feel like.
Oh.
How do you keep cats out of your container gardens? We
don't have a lot of cats around here.
No, our cats stay in the house.
Yeah.
They are spoiled rotten babies.
Unfortunately, this is an area of the country, or we're out in the country in an area where a lot of people will dump pets. But the sad thing is we can't take them all in, and with the coyotes and stuff that we have around here, they don't last long. So we've seen the odd stray dog here or there, or the odd cat run here or there. But
we do keep a food dish on the back porch.
Yeah, we try to keep some food out for them, but there are just too many coyotes around here and too many hawks. We have big red hawks, and they just don't last very long around here. Pine copes, keep at it. Grandos, a great way to keep them out of your containers is just lay chicken wire over the surface before you plant, and they don't like walking on that wire. It's not really hard on their feet, but it just springs around. But you can take your hands and just wrinkle up the wire just a little bit, and so it's up off the ground, and just plant in between them. You can get chicken wire with larger holes too.
Well, and with the chicken wire, they can't
dig
the
or
litter
scratch.
box either. Yeah. Don't plant catnip.
Put plastic spoons in your raised bed garden. That will keep cats away. Yeah, we put forks in our gardens for years.
To keep the birds away.
Yeah, forks and spoons.
When the seedlings first start coming up, the birds around here think they're little green worms coming up out of the grass or up out of the dirt. And, it's about the only way we can keep them out and keep the bird feeders full, too.
Well, 2.5 acres suggested that just don't plant catnip.
What is the big deal about Sweden? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
No. Yeah, chicken wire is a great way because they don't like to walk on it, especially if it's wrinkled up and just kind of sticking up off the ground a little bit. But if you do it before you plant, that's an easy way to do it. Or if you're setting in like the little 6-packs of plants and stuff, you can cut a hole in it and just kind of open it like a window and put your plant in, and then you can fold it back around the plant. But
I handed my mom a glue stick by accident instead of chapstick. For some reason, she still doesn't talk to me.
She still won't talk to you? She's not talking to anybody. He said he must have a joke book. I've got one of those books that are things my drill sergeant said to me in boot camp. But they're hilarious, but most of them can't be repeated on here. So
yeah.
But if you can find that book, I don't know where.
I think it's literally sitting right there.
If you can find a copy of it and you ever served in the military, you'll find it relatively amusing. Let's see. What do you got on your list?
The only other thing that I have is that I have the craft started. Crafting season has started, and I have started working on some gourds. And I have a couple of other crafting videos planned, but I haven't got tied into those quite yet. I'm still gathering up everything for those.
Queenie asked about the wind is blowing over her onions in the spring, and she was asking about putting them in Queenie, I apologize. They asked if they could plant them in a deeper raised bed to help protect them from the wind. I give you a little secret that might help with that. is once your onions get up to about a foot tall.
She's a gal.
She's a gal. Alrighty. Now we got that straightened out.
Yes.
But once your onions get up to about a foot tall, don't be afraid to take a pair of scissors and just cut the tops in half. You don't want to ever cut more than half, and you want to leave at least 6 inches on the onion. But you can cut the tops off of them. That'll make them more resistant to the wind. And the other thing is they'll send up more tops. It'll try to regrow. And if you're familiar with it, each blade on the onion each blade of the top is a layer on the onion. So you can actually make your onions bigger by cutting them. So when they get up there and you notice the wind starting to threaten them, go ahead and cut them in half. It'll stall them a little bit, but they'll end up a little bit bigger in the end too. And it'll keep you away from that wind damage.
How do you count cows? With a calculator. That's great. All right, well, I think that's about everything on my list.
Is that about the list done?
Yep.
Anything that you guys want to talk about real quick? Otherwise, we're getting ready to close her down. But Al said, good to see you together. See, 2.5 acres harvested some marigold seeds for next year. Free seeds are always good.
Absolutely.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely.
I saw somebody, market gardener, planted alternating rows of cabbage and marigolds, and ended up using no pesticides. The rows were a little tighter than you might expect, but it seemed like it really kept the cabbage worms away, the cabbage loopers.
That's great. What if I cannot find black cow this year? I'm reading 2 different lines.
The black cow you can actually use. We use black cow for the sand in it, but you can use about half the amount of the black cow just in sand, and that'll help keep your soil structure. But you don't want to get too much. Don't make your soil too heavy. You want to keep it still light and fluffy. But if you don't have the black cow, that's okay. The other stuff will break down. Doesn't really matter what nitrogen started life as, whether it was manure or anything. When it breaks down, it's just nitrogen. So add a little bit of sand to your mix and let your other organics break down. But
let's see, Suburban Hillbilly says, "Have a great night, everyone. You too." And Kevin says he's getting ready for round 3 of turkey leftovers. Yeah, we haven't eaten supper yet, and we have a fridge full of leftovers. So
Anchorage says they were in a turkey coma.
Yeah. What do you call a blind deer? A no-eyed deer.
No idea. What are some future Bumblebee goals for 2021? We're going to downsize the garden a little bit, but add a little more variety. So we're not going to try to do as much planting in the regular garden. We're going to use that space for to keep up the corn and put in a good corn stand. And then we're going to try to focus more on growing in the raised beds. So we're going to plant it. That's why we planted a little less garlic, so we had more room in the raised beds. But we're going to try a little more variety in a little less space. So.
What do you call a 2-legged cow? Lean beef. That's great.
Grandos is off for a turkey sandwich with cowboy candy.
Ooh.
That's like candied jalapenos. It's going to be a little warm.
That sounds great, though.
Alrighty, guys. Well, looks like we're going to go ahead and get it wrapped up. What do you think?
Yeah, it's been over an hour.
Oh, but we appreciate everybody coming out, and hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving and have a wonderful rest of the night. We will be back next Saturday. We'll have videos out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys can watch for the videos, it really helps. Views and stuff are down. Channels are getting challenged all the time. So if you have a few minutes, even if it's not a topic that you're interested in, maybe just let the video play in the background. But either way, we would really appreciate it when you see the videos if you'd let them run. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We really appreciate you guys coming by. We'll let Tina hit the magical X and see if she can get us out of here.
Have a wonderful week.